Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Messi. And on today's episode, I came across a video that left me speechless. A US Congresswoman known as IIhan Omar, who is now an American citizen, is going viral over a video where she said America is becoming one of the worst countries.
Coming out of our country. I mean, I grew up in a dictatorship. And I don't even remember ever witnessing anything like that. To have a democracy, a beacon of hope for the world to now be turned into one of the worst countries where the military are in our streets without any regard for people's constitutional rights, while our president is spending millions of dollars propping himself up like a failed dictator with a military parade. It is really shocking, and it should be a wake-up call for all Americans to say this is not the country we were born in. This is not the country we believe in. This is not the country our founding fathers imagined. And this is not the country that is supported by our Constitution, our ideals, our values. And we should all collectively be out in the streets rejecting what is taking place this week.
IIhan Omar is currently trending on X. Trumpist conservatives say she should go back to her shithole country because she criticized America. But what they really mean is, how dare a black Muslim woman exercise her First Amendment rights? The truth is, IIhan is doing something deeply American, holding power accountable. Recently, she called out the militarization of the streets during the LA protests, where peaceful Americans faced tanks, tear gas, and rubber bullets just for demanding justice. And she also called out June 14th when Trump paraded tanks through Washington on Flag Day. She questioned whether that display was patriotism or propaganda. These are fair questions in a democracy. First of all, let's be clear. Somalia is not a shithole country. There are no shithole countries. It's a nation that's been exploited and destabilized by colonialism, by proxy wars, by international neglect, much of it with America's fingerprints. But its people are resilient. IIhan Omar herself is proof of that. She immigrated here, survived poverty, made it to Congress, and still believes in the power of critique to create change. And here's the irony. The same conservatives calling her anti-American are the ones saying America is broken. Trump ran on "Make America Great Again." Tucker Carlson said the country was being destroyed from within. Marjorie Taylor Greene and others constantly say the government is corrupt and America's morals are gone. So which is it? Do you love America unconditionally, or do you only love it when you're the one criticizing it? Free speech doesn't mean silence. It means dissent, especially from those this country has historically tried to silence. IIhan Omar's voice matters precisely because she comes from struggle. And if that makes you uncomfortable, good. Because patriotism isn't blind loyalty. It's the courage to confront your nation's failures and demand better.
Wonder why IIhan Omar is going so hard to keep the USAID open and to keep these democratic money laundering scheme going that we are paying for. Because I done seen some chitter chatter about IIhan Omar, and then I started looking into her. Come to find out, in 2018, IIhan Omar had a net worth of $45,000. $45,000. And TikTok, before I go any further, please note, this is all Googleable. It's Googleable information. I'm not regurgitating anything mainstream media says. This is independent research by me from Google. It's Googleable source. Y'all put it on the motherfucking internet. But today, IIhan Omar's net worth is $83 million. What? Let's keep in mind, Elon. That is fraud, and she deserved to be behind bars and stripped of whatever corrupted wealth she came upon. Send her the fuck back home.
It's really coming to a point where we got to start holding these race-baiting liberal politicians accountable for the lies that they're spewing. I mean, it should really be a crime against that. They claim Trump to be a racist and him trying to stop democracy and destroy the Constitution, but they get away with this crap that they spew, this hatred, every day. So IIhan Omar is back in the news again. You know, Rep Omar, who hates white people and married her own brother just so he can become a citizen in the United States. Yeah, that one. Said that the biggest threat in America is white men, and that America should be more afraid of white men because white men cause more crime in America. That's what she said. I mean, she actually said the American government should be profiling and monitoring white men in this country. Blatant racism. Because if it was a white man up there saying that, oh, there goes the city. Miss Omar feels that white men is such a threat in this country that she went and got her one. That's right. She is married to a white man, yet she says that white men are a threat to democracy in this country. Make it make sense. This is the liberal logic.
Back in 2023, on May 19th to be exact, it'll be 2 years this coming May that I took the oath to become a U.S. citizen, being born of a Zambian origin. And when I took that oath to become a U.S. citizen, I took it seriously. Not to say that I don't love Zambia. I love my country of origin. And I'm actually a dual citizen, which I'm blessed that I have the privilege of becoming a U.S. citizen as well as still retaining my own natural citizen of my birth country. But when I took that oath to become a U.S. citizen, it was to be taken seriously. It meant that I had to pledge my allegiance to America. I have been afforded the opportunities to be in this country. It's done so much for me, and that I don't take for granted. But as a naturalized citizen, I have a problem when I see other naturalized citizens who have been afforded the right to become U.S. citizens abuse that power. In this video, I want to talk in reference to two people, IIhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib. To me, these are people who have been afforded the opportunity to be in office, to be a representation of what it's like to be a foreign national, becoming a U.S. citizen, getting in office, and using that authority and that power for the greater good. But when you find people like that who want to infiltrate government and be covert terrorists, that's a problem. I honestly believe that Rashida Tlaib and IIhan Omar, they are covert terrorists who have infiltrated American government to try and carry out their radical and terroristic rhetoric to support these terroristic causes. And when you have these individuals who will talk down about the very country that afforded them the freedoms and the rights, that's a problem. When you have these individuals in reference to, I'm going to even show an example of Rashida Tlaib. She's in office, and outside of her office building or her office door, she has 3 flags that are erected. She has the Palestine flag, she has the state of Michigan flag, and she has the Pride flag. But not the American flag? The very same flag that allowed you to be in office? Isn't that a sheer slap in the face? And then let's not even forget about IIhan, Omar. She will do more for her Somalians than she will do for Americans. And it's the very Americans that put her there in the first place. Make it make sense. I don't think these people deserve to be in office. They need to be removed. And my thing, why aren't these people being investigated? They have blatantly and openly showed that they are not loyal to America at all. They are not loyal to American citizens, not in the least. So what are they doing in office? Why are we giving these people a platform? And as Americans, what are we going to do about it? If you're like me and have a serious problem with these two individuals being in office, share, repost, like, and comment below, because I think these two need to be investigated. There is no way that these two individuals need to hold position in office. They need to be removed. I said what I said.
Sometimes I think it's really important to look deeper for two sides, especially when it comes to countries. So I did a little digging on this woman, and I found out that she's been vocal about calling the president a dictator repeatedly.
About Trump wanting to be a dictator on day one, and here we are. This is what the beginning of dictatorship looks like.
Don't get me wrong, I know she's a citizen now, but also originally not from the US. And personally, I feel like if the country gives you a new home, don't turn around and keep attacking its leadership like that, especially in such a public, constant way. That feels like backstabbing, not freedom of speech. And now I know because Ilham is a black Muslim woman, some people might be quick to say, oh, they're coming for her because of racism or Islamophobia. But honestly, I think this one goes beyond just race and religion. This is about responsibility. If you are welcomed into a country, you are given power, you are given a voice. Calling the same country dictatorship doesn't make sense. I feel like if she doesn't like how the president is doing this stuff, I feel like she can just go back to her country other than making troubles. I know at the end of the day, freedom of speech is right, but how you use it matters a lot, especially when you are in a position of influence. Whether you agree with Ilham Omar or not, that backlash she's getting is just not about race or religion. It's also about the weight of her voice. That is my own opinion. So what do you think? Is Ilham Omar being unfairly targeted? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more reaction like this. I will see you in the next one.